What happens when the Avengers have to face off against Godzilla? Let's find out in Godzilla versus Avengers number 1. Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Godzilla versus Avengers number 1. This is a new book from Marvel Comics. This is written by David F. Walker with art by Georges Jeanty, Carl Story on inks, Frank Darmada on colors, letters by Corey Petit, the main cover by Lineal Francis Yu and Frank Darmada. In this issue, we have round 5 versus the New Avengers, the original New Avengers, so the ones that Brian Michael Bendis created, return to face an unstoppable enemy, Godzilla, in the aftermath of a massive battle between Godzilla, Fang Foom, the Avengers, and Jet Jaguar from S.H.I.E.L.D. tries to make sense of what went down, but everyone is telling a different story. What really happened during that fateful clash? Find out when Earth's mightiest heroes face off against the Earth's mightiest Kaiju, which could be both. I mean, Fang Foom is a pretty powerful foe, I think. I will say, I think if you have watched some of my other reviews for this series of one shots, they haven't all been great. I think Marvel's had a really hard time incorporating Godzilla into the fold of their universe, or at least these one shots. I'm not sure what the issue is. I think it is a lot harder because Godzilla is such a gigantic monster, right? Marvel doesn't have a lot of superheroes that are individually can take on a thread of that size. I think, outside of the Hulk and Thor, maybe some of the, maybe somebody like Ant-Man who can become Giant Man. So yeah, I think it's hard. This is the 5th issue, which I'm also trying to figure out, why is this not the last issue? If the Avengers, why wouldn't you save the Avengers for the last one? The last one's going to be Thor, actually, which is probably very promising as well. But yeah, this one is actually a lot of fun. I like seeing the new Avengers, that lineup of, Cap, Captain America, Steve Rogers, Logan, Wolverine. We have Luke Cage. We have Spider-Man, Peter Parker. We have Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, and we have Iron Man, Tony Stark. So like, this is like the OG lineup from the new Avengers, coming out of all that stuff from, right before Secret Invasion, and when Brian Michael Bendis was kind of writing all this. So it's interesting that they picked that specific group of Avengers. I think it's a fun one. It's a good revisit. It's a good reason to revisit it, that they would have a crossover with Godzilla. But the cool thing here is that we are kind of dropped into the story, like in the middle. Fang Foom and Godzilla have already been going at it. Maria Hill is trying to question the Avengers on what happened, to try to gauge why all the destruction had to occur. And then Jet Jaguar shows up. So like, the kids that handled Jet Jaguar also have to figure that out as well, and they're involved now. So it's really fun. I think Georges Jeanty's art really fits the story. Like, his character designs are well. I really like his version of Godzilla, and especially his Jet Jaguar. I think it really makes it feel like the comics, or like like the stories of old, where those characters show up. There's a really interesting detail that Logan is just kind of half burnt for like the full issue. Like, his healing factor is still recovering after taking on a full blast from either Godzilla or Fang Foom. I don't remember exactly, but and I think it's always fun to see Fang Foom as this gigantic monster that maybe is a little bit misunderstood. I love the idea that he wears these little shorts like the Hulk. It's almost like he's wearing the Hulk shorts. Um, but yeah, I mean, just seeing those 3 Titans go to battle, it's a lot of fun, with the Avengers kind of like just doing crowd control. And like I said, I think one of the reasons Marvel had been struggling a little bit with incorporating Godzilla is because of that same reason. There's no one hero. There's not like Superman that could probably take out Godzilla with a few punches or whatever. Or like, there's no one hero that has like a mech suit. And even in DC, they had to really work on the story to get that going. But DC, I think, had the advantage that they were getting both Godzilla and Kong, so they could incorporate Kong to the side of the DC universe. Either way, these one shots, I think they've really varied from one to another. So somebody in the comments has been asking me about one with Iron Man. There's not going to be one with Iron Man. This is, as I mentioned, we have Avengers and we have Thor. We had Hulk, Fantastic Four, Spider Man, and we had one more that I can't remember at the time. But there's no Iron Man issue, unfortunately. So, anyways, if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.